Hey guys, Kevin Hyden here. I'm hanging out with Schaeffer Mueller. He's a local musician here in Anchorage, Alaska. And we're just having some on-the-up conversation. Schaeffer, I gotta ask. It did not come up, but I told you I knew what I was going to. The first thing I was going to ask you to start this whole thing off. Has a woman ever gotten you flowers?
No. I do not think that has ever happened. They're pretty, don't get me wrong. I think...
I like flowers.
I've never had them on my mind to get. I like the pinkish.
Have you gotten a girl flowers?
Yes. My dad done that.
Why did you do that?
Try to act like the sweet guy.
Act like the sweet guy? No, you want to be the sweet guy.
You want to be the sweet guy.
Sometimes you want to trick them. There's some out there you want to trick. It depends on what you want. I've got more than one girl flowers.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's one time this chick took it the wrong way. I don't know if she took it the wrong way, but we didn't get a second date. But our first date, Tinder swipe, first time she let me pick her up first Tinder thing, and I showed up with flowers. They were on sale at the PX, they could be like 50% off, so I showed up with flowers.
50% off still like $18.
And I think it might have scared her away, but yeah, I'm bringing it up, I don't know, I felt a little
Those look like
different.
Expensive.
I don't know if they're expensive or not, but my girlfriend got them for me, and I've never received flowers, and it was a weird gift to receive, but I really liked it. Yeah. It felt really good to have someone get me flowers. I smelled them. It was great.
It's 2019. You should be able to get a guy flowers, right?
Yeah. So holidays are coming up. You got plans? You do all your holiday shopping?
Zero shopping done.
Yeah, me
so
too.
It's really good because it's only in exactly a week. But yeah, no, nothing done.
How many people you got to get gifts for?
I was gonna do my whole family, but then. It's like $100 to mail shit to Virginia, so...
Yeah, have you thought about just getting their addresses? Because I got family in Orlando and Chicago. Amazon, yeah, just have an Amazon. You can mark it as a gift. They just send it.
Yeah, I think...
it's never been easier. You've never had less of an excuse to not get family. I think I've spent so much money now. It's like, I gotta get them.
Exactly.
Just scroll Amazon and find those holiday deals.
Google exactly what to get family. There we go. Send it. Don't have to do any work. But maybe have to get 5 gifts. I don't know. We'll see. If a week happens and no gifts, I'll just say they're on the way. They got lost.
Yeah. Procrastination.
My sister did that to me last year. She told us she got us stuff, never came.
Yeah, procrastinated so many holidays. I think everyone does. I think especially when the farther you get away, it's like you got the easier excuse because you can just not answer the phone.
Yeah, I was busy. I use that.
Yeah, man, I'm always busy, man. Exactly. You're out there creating music.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah. So you write your own stuff?
Yeah, I do. It's kind of one of those things. I used to write a couple songs a day, and they all were crap songs. All the first songs were crap. Yeah, and then
what were you writing about that was crap?
I think that was why it was crap. It was just literally anything and everything. I was just trying to write songs, and I was forcing them, so they didn't come organically. So
forcing.
Everything. Yeah.
I was I did a podcast with Justin Nichols, another local producer. I think you guys are mutual friends. And after the podcast with him and him coming up with beats and everything. That night, I listened to his beats on the YouTube, and tried to write 16 bars. It was my first time ever attempting to write a song, and I was forcing it. It didn't just come to me. I was forcing it, and it was not.
Yeah.
First edit. Do you need more edits? I don't even know if I was onto something. I haven't looked back to it, but I was like, man, this is not for me. I like writing. I like taking notes. I got notebooks all over the place. But
that's the best way to do it. Is just
not my creativity is the songwriting.
Sitting down and thinking about it doesn't produce anything good usually. So the good songs that I've had have just most of the time I make a note in my phone or I'll record something will pop in my head. I'm like, oh, I kind of like the way that sounds.
Yeah,
so
you'll have an inspiration.
And then I'll just leave it there for 6 months and then go back to it and kind of hear it again or have something else in my head and then think, well, that kind of correlates with this, and then go back and find that other recording and okay, well, now I got 2 verses that I just pop out of my head. So I think the good songs come naturally and within 15 minutes. If it takes days to write a song, it's probably not a good song. So
again, so they just come to you. You don't go and force them. It's so you go find inspiration out in the world.
Yeah, so
you got a muse.
Yeah, I used to the songs that come the easiest when I was in college. My buddies would be drinking and they would just hey, sing a song about this, and I would just start playing and singing a song.
Freestyle.
Freestyling was kind of exactly how I'd do it, but they were funny because when in doubt, you rhyme with some kind of curse word or something funny. It doesn't really matter if it flows too perfectly because people are like, oh, that's hilarious, and you go right back in. The song sounded good, they would never make it anywhere. But
no, I mean, Weird Al Yankovic made a really great career. I think he's won some Grammys.
That's true. Maybe that was my niche.
There's a lot of rappers that put out funny material. Eminem's had some comedic songs. Dude,
That's true.
Right? Comedy's good. Comedy's gold. Love comedy. Love a good joke.
I definitely, I think one of my songs that gets the most attention when I play it out at the bars is a song. I was married before. When I joined the Army, I got married and got divorced all within the same year. So it was a very good year. And so I was married before, and I was like sitting there one day and I was drinking and I wanted to write a song. And I was like, just came to me, I was like, man, I'm just sing something about my divorce. I was like, I got married at 22. And then everybody in my family was against it. They're like, you're stupid. Like, do not get married. They were all pissed off at the wedding. And then, so I went into like, well, I got married at 22. My dad said, no, that's stupid. I said, when you know, whatever. And then the next verse is, I got divorced at 22. Like, she had a lot of fun, but it was with a bunch of other guys. And so I was just having a good time with it.
Oh, okay.
And like, just making up funny stuff. And then the next thing you knew, I played it at...
No, that heartbreak. But not just heartbreak, but laughing at heartbreak. Yeah. Laughing about, like, taking a punch. Humility. You know? Like, that's a universal thing that people need to hear. Yeah. And everyone connects. We've all had that girl cheat on us.
And when you do it to yourself, people like that for some reason. So like,
because they connect to it.
Yeah, and it's like that's the head turner right there. It's like people kind of hear it, they'll be eating or whatever, and they're listening. They hear I got married at 22. They're like, oh, he's about to sing a love song. And it's like I got divorced at 22. And they do the math real quick. They're like, wait, you said 22 twice.
By chance, was she the same woman? I assume there was a woman that inspired dancing wherever we go, because that's a really great song. I enjoyed listening to that when I first heard your name and checked you out online. That's what comes up, Spotify, and. When I was listening to it, like, I just was able to connect it. I love to dance. I go to the bars looking to dance, and I like to find a girl that wants to dance all night. And, wherever we go, we can go to any bar, any song playing, except F Street. I dance at F Street, but they don't play the music,
Yeah.
That's not something you hear a lot of. Like a guy just saying, I just gotta dance.
I love dance. I did not say it like that. I just want to dance. I did not fucking say it like that.
It's okay.
All right? I said, dancing can be masculine, all right? Dancing can be masculine. My grandpa was a
put the work in twerk, okay?
I don't twerk or nothing. I just, class
I definitely twerk. That's how I started dancing.
I'm sure we all shook our asses at one point in our lives.
That's kind of how all that started, actually, with the song dancing. I was drunk twerking, and it was kind of just making a fool of myself at Last Frontier, and I was just hitting it, just like getting in my groove and just way out of my mind. And my current girl literally came up to me and asked me to dance, and I was like, no, I don't dance. And I just kept on like grooving to myself, and she like walked away like all pissed off. And then I was dancing the Cupid Shuffle, and she came up, she's like, you got rhythm, you can dance, and made me dance with her.
Nice.
And so I was like, and while we were dancing, she was talking. She's like, yeah, I lived in Virginia for a few months, and me being from Virginia, that's all it took. I'm very strong Virginian. So I'm like, oh, you're from Virginia? Started trying to talk to her, and she was like, yeah, you didn't give me time to dance. So she ditched me for like 3 months. And so she literally did not talk to me. And it wasn't until we were at F Street, actually, is where we met again 3 months later, and we started talking at F Street and then over to Pioneer, and then we've been together since. So.
Sometimes you find the right one, and it's like you wanna stick it out with them, like, because dancing wherever we go, you tell me that story. It sounds more like after you did dance, the everywhere we go is more the dialogue. It sounds like you had great banter and connection, because you're both from Virginia. You guys had connection up here in Alaska.
Yeah.
And sometimes people want more other connection. They don't realize that connection's there. They take it for granted. But so you find each other 3 months later at F Street, huh?
Yeah. She. So I was trying to be the creepy guy that was DMing her all the time after that night.
That's always a good move. Yeah. Did you send her dick pics?
Definitely not. But I'm sure other people were, but not me. So
well, somebody always is.
Yeah.
If she's a pretty girl and she's on the social media, someone out there is sending her dick pics.
I'm sure she had a file.
Those chads. Those chads out there sending dick pics.
Yeah, I wait for at least a response, If I get a hello, maybe I'll send one out, but no. So I was trying to hit her up after that night. I stalked her, found her on Instagram, and I was like, hey, thanks for teaching me how to dance, because I didn't know how to two-step before that. And then she just ignored me. And it wasn't until she made a post on Instagram or something that night that she was going out, and I saw her walking F Street, and I thought she made eye contact with me and remembered me. So I was like, hey, what are you doing tonight, just to see if she recognized me. And she was like, going out with some friends, what are you doing? I was like, literally just right beside you right now. And then she turned around and she didn't notice me at first. It's like, oh shit, she has no clue who I am.
You guys have the same friends?
No, we don't.
Oh, was it like a mutual
now we do. No.
There?
Yeah, she was at the bar beside me, and I was standing there and I was like, let's see if she knows who I am. She had no clue who I was. She didn't remember that at all.
Yeah, that's women these days. I gotta say, I'm so happy I locked down one of them right now. I'm not, we're not officially engaged, but you're waiting for me to ask the question and shit. But it's just so good to find someone mature and ready that just is like done with all those games, all that bullshit, all the swiping. With how easy it is to get laid today with the bar life and the Tinder date and social media and keeping it a secret, and not like having to face your problems the next day because you never see each other again, never hear from each other again. It's men and women, both genders and everything in between. Fucking just there's no shame anymore in it, right? No, there's no one night stands, no walk of shames anymore. It doesn't register with people these days because
it's normal.
Right. It used to be abnormal. It's been normalized by whatever industry's doing it. But it's fine. It's great to find someone that doesn't want that distraction because all that is a distraction. Man. If you're going out trying to get laid every night with a different girl and you're like trying to collect trophies, I've been there. I have some trophies. I won't talk on air. I don't like to air dirty laundry, but I know what the game is like, and it's great when you find someone that doesn't want to. That when you get sick of the game, you find someone that's also sick of the game, and you stop doing that. And usually, you got to stop trying.
I think it worked out perfectly that way. Like we're both kind of done with. I mean, I wasn't really looking for that whole 3 months. I was just kind of over it after that, and I was like, I'm not gonna look for anybody else. Me and my buddy were just going out having a good time, just dancing. We just wanted to dance,
Yeah.
So we would just go out, get drunk, and dance at that was before the Brown Bag closed down. We'd go down there because that's where all the college girls would go, but we wouldn't try to pick them up. We just like to look at them.
Yeah, Brown Bag closing down though, but Matt Nuska, good for you guys' industry. Matt Nuska plays the Ken Peltier's performing there pretty often, and they have that crowd, that audience right next to F Street.
It's definitely
that doesn't have music, drawing that crowd into there. They Matt Nuska's doing pretty well in that location.
Definitely one of my favorite places to play.
They put that burlesque place downstairs.
I heard that.
Have you seen that one yet?
No, I have not seen it. She sent me the woman that does the booking sent me a text and she was like, "Hey, we've started a burlesque show downstairs. So do you want to play right after the shows? Right when it ends, you start."
Yeah, people are coming upstairs. It's a great spot. That's an unbelievable spot. Yeah.
So I remember my first time playing there. I loved it because it was so small. It actually felt like I like the smaller feel of it. Everybody's kind of there. They're kind of forced to listen to you, but then they get a chance to actually hear you instead of at other places they'll sit and eat their dinner and they're there for dinner. They're not there for live music. They're not there to drink. Yeah,
they're not there for a show. They are there for the live music. It does set an atmosphere, but you're not trying to be this. You're not on the spotlight. That's something nice when you're like something I like about Matt Nuska is when I am eating there because I've seen a lot of performers there. I go to Eagle River all the time. Yeah. We're sponsored by them. It's our bar sponsor. We're the rugby team, so we're there pretty often and. It's the atmosphere that gets created of having that live music in the background, being able to peek at it every once in a while. But the
nice,
focus is the meal. And to be able to have a little bit of conversation with the person at your table, but not. It's nice because there's going to be music regardless, or TV's playing with the games. But if it's good live performance that has a good tone to it, and isn't in your face. Doesn't have somebody up there trying to distract you from everything.
You can listen when you want to listen and kind of kick back and have a conversation, but then look back up. And so certain songs that you like, you're like, oh, I like that song. Or go back and you're like, all right, that song I don't really like. I'm gonna keep talking.
You can drift in and out.
Yeah.
And it's a great spot for you coming in because all those people are going to be coming up, and there's going to be people that leave. And there's going to be people that you catch and they sit down at your place and they have an appetizer, they have a couple cocktails before the place closes down.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good spot.
I definitely liked it too because at least before it started getting cold, they would leave that door open, and people would be walking by, and I'd be playing on the stage, and I'd see them stop, poke their head in, look at their significant other, and be like blah blah blah, and then walk in and sit down. I'm like, hey, I grabbed their attention.
You got to get a hold of Matt. Matt Nuska does since you're performing there and everything, get that buzz out. Matt Nuska does their own podcast as well, the Matt Nuska Beer Buzz.
Oh, really?
I was a guest on it. He brought me on because he wanted to hear about rugby and what it's like being a veteran and living. He just brought me on because I'm a guy that likes to talk and he gives our club money, so we wanted to talk about his charity donations essentially and his support to the community. But it's kind of inspired by that show Hot Ones.
The
except
wings.
instead of wings. He makes you drink 10 beers. You guys sit down and drink 10 questions, 10 beers. And it's and I went to Matt Nuska early before doing the podcast.
Drank a little bit.
And because I wanted to sample the beers. I figure I drink the beer, he's going to ask me about the beer. That's going to be the conversation. I want to have something for the beer and then be able to say something about rugby and be like, ask me about youth rugby kind of thing. Have that direction. But I pre-gamed way too hard. He showed up early. And we started, and he was saw me taking notes, and he's like, no one's ever come in with notes. I don't ever take notes. What are you doing? I'm like, I just want to be a little prepared and preparation's my thing. So then we took some shots, had some more beers, talked about the beers together without the podcast. Got absolutely hammered, Ubered down the block, and I had to drink another 10 beers. And I'm not much of a drinker, so it was
that would
Right, interesting to say the least.
yeah, it was a hoot. I sang on it. I sing a bunch of rugby songs as that comes up. There's a bunch of songs in the rugby community we've talked about doing some kind of album.
I imagine when I hear like a rugby song, I think of like an Irish drinking song.
Hey, if I sing you a song, will you sing a song?
Yeah, that's a trade-off, I guess.
Yeah, so in rugby,
right now, or
I'm gonna sing a song. You don't have to sing it. You'll owe us one.
Yeah.
But we can get your guitar and everything. So in rugby, after the game, there's a social. It's like a tradition. Both teams come together, and songs come around. You put your drink above your head. You go me. You get the tones going, and everybody points with their elbow. You, and that means that person's gonna sing a song. And when that person's song ends, someone else is holding a beer mug to sing another song, to sing the next song. And we point to him, and he sings his song, and it just goes until we run out of songs.
That's eye-opening because since I hung out with some rugby people and went down with we wore thongs. A bunch of dudes wore thongs.
Sounds like a rugby thing.
Yeah, it was a thong and Campbell Creek float.
So with the barbells. I've done that float last 3 years.
Exactly. So
it's a blast.
You were there this year?
No, I was down in Colorado for a rugby tournament.
Okay.
So I missed it this year.
So
the 2-3 years before that.
This year is my first year, and then we all got to the peanut farm,
and
I heard that like me,
yep.
you, and I was like,
that's David Mead. He does that. He runs the Barbos, and he does that whole thing. He's their president, and is a fantastic social chair, great coach.
It was a good time.
Great culture. They do that every year. They have a few different. They have 3 big events in the off season, and that's their big event during the season. Rugby guys are fun to party with.
Yeah.
They're a great crowd. They support. They're loyal. They're at Humpy's every Thursday night singing karaoke.
I did not know that.
The board type, not the Barbos, but the board type. Another rugby team. The rugby, it's a really good
close knit,
tight community, good culture, and we have tons of songs, and we love to get drunk and rowdy. We're good people, but we sing the songs. So me. You. Marion Barnes was the queen of all the acrobats. She could do tricks that would give a man the shits. Shoot peas from a fundamental orifice, do a double somersault and catch him with her tits. She's a great big shit, twice the size of me. Pubes the size of branches on a tree. She can shoot, she can fight, she can fuck, she can even drive a truck. She's the type of girl that's gonna marry me. It's kind of a song.
I like that. No, that's
It's kind of a song.
I need to give that as a toast at a wedding or something. That's good.
Yeah, we have toast. Anytime you're toasting, there's beer is best. Beer is best. It makes you big, it makes you strong, puts more muscle on the old ding dong. Beer makes Bonnie babies, puts hair upon your chest, big chest. What did Adam say to Eve? But beer is best. It's a good energy drink.
Yeah, that is good.
I love the rugby songs.
Yeah, now I kind of want to start playing rugby just so I can learn some of those and start having some.
It'd be a great inspiration to hear those songs. It's a collaboration.
Yeah, start throwing those into my songs.
Yeah, because most of our rugby songs, we sing the same stuff that you country singers sing about, and rock singers sing about. We sing about beer, we sing about whiskey, we sing about women, and getting messed up, messed up
Singing
stuff.
about life.
There's a lot of...
Yeah, but you play a country song backwards and you get a happy ending.
Yeah. Like Married at 22, Divorced at 22. You play it backwards and you got true love. Get divorced and finding true love.
Yeah, and then you drop out of school and go back to school because the second verse is about me dropping out. So it's like, I got to play that whole song backwards.
Yeah, I was a dropout. I dropped out and joined the military. Were you one of those guys?
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, that was not ready for school. Not ready for it. I was too young, and the Army was easy. I dropped. I flunked out. I failed 2 classes. I got a nasty concussion the day of finals from a kickboxing tournament I did that weekend. That was a horrible idea.
Yeah, that was good planning.
4 fights, 2 nights, and I got the shit concussed out of me in the championship round. Lost the tournament, but lost in the long run too because I failed all 3 of my finals that Monday because I went drinking after the fights too, and that was I was an idiot.
See, that was probably better though, because then you joined the Army and then you made it through up here to play rugby and stuff.
Oh yeah. All my mistakes have led me here. Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I see it now.
I'm on the up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a dumbass. I made it to my senior year of civil engineering, and I was like,
No shit.
and I just was bored with it. So I was like, I've always wanted to join the Army. I'm just going to do it now. I mean, better do it when I'm young.
Yeah.
So I joined and dropped out to join, and then went back when I got out of the Army, and I was like, I'm just going to go to UAA and switch my major from civil engineering to business because I want to open a gym. So I was like, well, I'm just going to learn some marketing strategies, and got bored immediately in the first semester of that. So I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm leaving again. So I dropped out again. I was like, yeah, it's not for me. Like, I just did not like it. It was just.
How is that gym? I know didn't you open a gym?
No, I'm a personal trainer right now, so I've invested, at this point it's like 15 grand worth of equipment into my garage, and I train them out of my garage. So I was gonna get a lease somewhere, but
I had a gym in my garage.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. I just train myself.
I'm gonna have to look at it and then.
You want to. I'd love to. I just actually before you got here, I was doing I'm 1 month in on switching over to isogenics as my main supplement. I was talking about the other. I take recovery very serious. I fight regularly. I play rugby. Like I'm an athlete, and so love to pick your mind. And I'm kind of at a stalemate with training. I'd love to.
Yeah, definitely.
To get some.
I'd have to.
Inspiration.
I have to show you my gym as well. It's really nice. Like, I'm proud of it. I wish I had a lease somewhere, but they like year leases, and we're moving in May.
Yeah, I thought about it. Cause there was a time I had some Tinder dates come over, and I would train them. Like, we do other things too, but it's not like they were paying me or anything. But we worked out together. We would work out together in the garage sometimes. I thought because it was like I didn't want to sleep with all. I don't want to sleep with all of them, but I thought about, man, what if you get a sole proprietor on your place, and you just get a few clients.
Yeah.
And you train them regularly. You can do group sessions. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Group hikes where you get everybody together and you go hit a mountain, right? And they pay you for the program and all that stuff. There's ways to make money from it, right? It is entrepreneurship. It is a service you're providing these people because, like you said, you put in 15 grand in the equipment and the education. Like you're an expert. If you're taking on clients, maybe you can figure out a program to write me. I can show you my schedule. I got a really well drawn out calendar where. Look, man, we'll collaborate.
Definitely.
You can't do it right here.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
But, after we shoot this.
Yeah, that's kind of it was a great business plan, I think, in the beginning, is because with the mountains and being in Alaska, while I was buying the equipment, before I had that much, I bought a bunch of barbells, bumper plates, sleds, and I would go up to the turf field at Kincaid's.
Exactly.
And we'd just train outside at Kincaid, use the stairs, come out, do some power cleans, do push press, go back, do some stairs and bleachers, and it was easy because I'd meet them at parks, and then I finally got equipment to the point where I couldn't just take it all with me every time, and I wanted to use more stuff, so I was like, well, I'm just going to see if they're okay with coming to the garage. If not, maybe I'll go rent a place. But yeah, so like I was thinking, I got like one of those air runners now. It's like fucking nice ass treadmill, but I can't just take that with me anywhere. But so
no, but like so are you doing this with like multiple clients one at a time?
Yeah, so so it's one at a time now. So I was doing like kind of group things over the summer, but like. I checked with them. I was like, "Would you guys be weird going to my house, like doing it in the garage, or should I open a place like real upfront with them? Me and my clients are pretty close. Like it's one of those things. You're with somebody for an hour training them, become kind of
when
friends.
You're just getting into it. It's your neighbors, it's your community, it's the people that like see you doing what you're doing. Like, hey, I should get in on this.
They were like, "Yeah, we don't mind training in your garage," and I was like, "Good," because it's like $2 grand a month, $3 grand a month for at least somewhere. And I make like $2 grand a month from training, so
I've looked into renting a warehouse. They are expensive.
Yeah, so my whole plan was to buy equipment each month with whatever I make from training, and then put it right back in the gym. So everything I've made from training clients since last June, I put into the gym. So that's how I've spent 15 grand on it. It was like at the end of the month, all right, this is what I've made. I set everything I make from training to the side. This is what I've made. All that money goes right back into the gym, and so I kept doing that. Ended up. I made it an LLC. I was a sole proprietorship at first, but my plan is to open an actual facility when you move.
Right, and LLC is the easier transfer because once you're one, it's hard to be the other, especially if you're on the same name or trying to keep the brand.
Exactly. So I hope I can open one up eventually. Yeah, exactly. It's way better on taxes, especially because I'm going to be taking a loss. But yeah.
For now, you got to spend money, make money. It's gotta.
And I don't have any loans. I don't have any debt in the business, and I have enough equipment to train like probably a 6-person, say, CrossFit class. I could train a 6-person CrossFit class or one.
You got enough space right now for that? I can't wait to collaborate with you on what I got going on in my garage and some ideas I've had in the same field, and I've sort of pulled the trigger, but not on my own. And I see a way to privatize what I'm doing with the Youth Rugby Foundation.
Yeah.
To
I'll have to tell you my whole business plan. That
well, you don't. He's gonna tell me the whole business plan. Look at how close we've become.
I don't mind because I think it's really good. And
We're 30 minutes into the conversation. We're talking about partnering up on a gym. Look at this.
You could open up one just with my business, but I think it's a great plan. And
I would love this plan.
It would be
moving down to Grand Junction. I got funds for it. I got the reach. We'll talk.
Yeah. Because I might also be moving to Colorado. So
We'll
if you're in range, you might be my competition. Then maybe not. But we're looking at Denver. So.
I'm going to Grand Junction, 3 hours west.
Yeah,
The population is 60,000. They got
perfect.
4 gyms already, 4 rugby teams, and I got an assistant job coaching at Grand. I'm going to be volunteering as an assistant at Mesa State University. They have a men's and women's wrestling team. I wrestled in college before I dropped out and played rugby in college, so I'll be working with the rugby team and coaching there and thinking about going back to school. I'll be your competition, but like I'm not.
It's not really competition. It's like 3 hours away.
Yeah, exactly. And I got a bit of a plan already, but there's too easy to manage a gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can collaborate. Look at this.
You guys can make videos like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Do they do that?
Like they kind of make fun of each other,
Dude,
like tease each other, like.
Ryan Reynolds is a dickhead. I hate Ryan Reynolds. I just watched that 6 Underground, and that was one of the worst films I've ever seen. That was terrible.
I was thinking
that
the same
first
thing.
20
The acting
minutes.
was horrible.
That first the first 20 minutes where they're trying to be bad actors, like they put in too cheesy. The James Franco driving in that opening scene. That it was one way.
I thought it was a comedy when I was watching.
I had no
Like,
exactly thought it was a comedy. I think you're supposed to be laughing at him. James Franco's a they're both
James
comedians.
Franco.
Yeah, he was the
He was the
driver.
driver.
No, he wasn't.
James Franco, his brother.
Yeah.
Oh, was it
Franco.
the other Franco? It was the other Franco.
The one that got butt raped in jail in 22 Jump Street or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Jump Street one. But yeah, that Franco, can't remember his name, but he was also in that fraternity movie.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. Yeah, no, I had to turn it off. I turned it off like
Yeah.
30 minutes in. Because after it's like, oh, these 6 billionaires, but what is going on?
Yeah,
What is going on? This is ridiculous. They lost me, and the explosions are making my tinnitus act up.
It was horrible acting. I thought it was a joke. And like you said, the lines were super cheesy.
So bad.
I was
Like,
what the hell
and not
is
just
this?
cheesy. Cheesy to the point of no point. Like
Yeah.
I like Fast and Furious. I watched
It's like
Hobbs and
cheesy,
Shaw.
but, yeah.
Like awesome cheesy. That was like a great homage to an 80s action movie, and the lyrics weren't cheesy because Dwayne and Jason Statham are actually cool people.
Yeah.
And they actually made it work. Franco and Reynolds are not actually cool. They just act like cool people. They're not actually cool.
So-
That was a
but-
Netflix movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just meant for background noise when you're Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
So
So
think
it's like
about
they
this.
didn't even try.
It wasn't really a change of how Ryan Reynolds acts to begin with.
Oh, no, he's played the
It had
same
the
role.
same
He's
stuff
the
like
same
Van
person,
Wilder, same quick little sayings
Quick
like
wit as
Deadpool.
Deadpool,
It was that kind of stuff. So
And he's turned into that exaggerated version of himself in reality because it works in Hollywood. It's working for him, but man, I can't tell you how many times I'd punch him in the face if I met him in the bar and he acted that way.
I like him.
guarantee
I'm gonna
you-
invite him on your podcast.
Yeah.
This is an open invite to Ryan Reynolds, and if Ryan, if you got any issues, I'm not going to apologize, but I am going to say we can settle it Thursday night at the fights here at the Egan Center. Make a little cash doing. If you ever want to square up, man, if you're a tough guy, you play a tough guy in some of your roles, right? You like to fight. We can weigh in Wednesday. I think we look about the same size. If you got a real problem, man, like Thursday night at the fights, come to Anchorage. You can do a stand-up show. You're funny. You're funny. Come on.
Hell, the proposal was based in Alaska, so
The proposal was based in Alaska. Yeah, Sitka.
yeah.
Yeah, Sitka's beautiful. I love Sitka.
What's another trip to Alaska?
Sandra Bullock. Oh my gosh, love Sandra Bullock. Time to Kill. Did she get an Academy Award for that one, or like Sweatiest Actress Award, something like that? Like everyone in that movie was super sweaty. That whole movie, the humidity was like coming off
wish
the
that was an
screen.
award.
That turned left
Sweatiest
quick.
That whole movie was just humidity. Well, that was a bit of a tangent going from where we were to 600 Ground. Just You like movies?
Yeah.
You watch good movies?
I don't watch any movies, to be honest with you. But, I think it was the first one I watched in a while. I was just sitting in my living room. I was like, I'm going to throw something on while I clean the house. And I just turned that on. And I was like, so intrigued by how bad it was. I was like, I ended up watching the whole thing.
I usually, when I'm cleaning the kitchen or something, I'll flip on TV. I like a good TV show. So I've got like Simpsons. They got something new every week. Bob's Burgers. That's adult animated. I love cartoons.
Yeah.
Adult cartoons are great. And those 30-minute intervals where I can just watch a Seinfeld episode or a Simpsons thing while I'm doing dishes, cleaning, it's great.
It makes it like something in the background so you can clean and not have to worry.
Yeah, you ever vacuum?
Oh, shit, I'm done. Yeah.
You got a Roomba yet?
No, I want one real bad. It was like $700 though.
No! I just got that one Cyber Monday, $150. Where's my phone? I can.
Then I missed out.
Dude, it's got an app. Well, there's still only like
Can you
a couple
steer it?
$100.
Can you steer it?
No, I can
It's
just.
a carpet drone is what it is.
It comes with an app, dude. It comes with an app.
It
You
tells
can
you if it's-
put it to a schedule where it's doing its own thing, and I can just hit clean. Look at that.
I always thought they were expensive as hell.
They used to be, but now you just get a robot. I'm waiting for them to come up with a model that does my dishes.
The dog
You
likes it.
hold on to everything here.
I think my dogs at least respect it. Like,
Yeah,
like
they're
they don't
like, "I'll get
bark
out
at
of
it. They
your
know
way."
what it is, you know, and he just gets out of its way.
I'm gonna have to get one of those for myself for
Water.
Christmas now.
Oh yeah,
Good time it's Christmas
dude,
time.
get it for your fiance. Man. So
Yeah.
do yourself a favor.
I've been
But
asking
yeah, so you
for
can
it.
pause them and you can send them home. It's another thing you got to smash if you die. We were talking about that earlier. All the electronics. You got to have that best
Recording
friend.
everything.
You got to have that best friend that comes and erases all your
History,
browser history.
yeah.
But in today's day and age, that's also got to be.
Everything
You now got to get that
listens to
laptop
you.
destroyed,
Yeah.
right? Your
Google Home.
Bluetooth speaker, your phone, your laptops, anything
It's all-
electric, maybe even your electric toothbrush. Like, you don't know what's listening anymore, what's putting into the algorithm, and like what the FBI is going to be able to come and be like, oh yeah, look at that soundbar. Even though it's never been plugged in, that soundbar has everything recorded.
Probably recorded.
That, yeah, exactly. It's probably recording. They can take the chip out, put it in some supercomputer, and the supercomputer will spit out what I've said for the last month. And it could be incriminating. So you got to have buddies. Got to have buddies there.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising at all because you get like, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. But like, we got a conversation right now, not Googling anything, and I bet if I put my phone up
everything's
on
listening.
Amazon, it's gonna be like, here's an ad for 6 Underground, and then like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah.
like it's gonna pop all up because it heard you. It's like, what the hell, man?
It's listening 100%. Something's going to come up. We talked about Matt Newsko a lot. I
It's
bet,
gonna pop
I
up
bet
an
there's
ad
like
for that.
travel sites for that. I bet there's going to be
Yelp
the
reviews.
restaurants, Yelp reviews. Right. There's going to be all
They're
kinds
gonna
of
wonder
stuff.
how you met the demographic for a recommendation
Exactly.
to download Tinder.
Talking
Yeah.
about isogenic supplements, working out,
Yeah.
Tinder. Like, we're going to get all this crap. Because the algorithm is always listening. You can't get out of it these days.
And it's good at it.
You just got to embrace it. I was intimidated by technology up until like a month ago. It kind of got revealed to me through mushrooms. So I got a robot, and
Yeah, you've embraced it. Huh?
yeah, I embraced it. I'm like, I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm going to figure out how to use it, start a podcast, and all this electronic
Use all the
stuff.
technology.
And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to let technology intimidate me
You gotta
anymore.
own it, yeah.
You got to own it. Don't let it own you.
Exactly.
A lot of people become reliant on technology, and you can't. You got to craft life. You can't let life craft you.
That's a good saying.
Yeah, it's got. There's
Right,
a
that-
poster with a cat on it. It's from Chappie. I watched Chappie during the same time when I was having these thoughts, these ideas. I was watching Chappie, which is a great Hugh Jackman movie. Ryan Reynolds can fuck off, but Hugh Jackman's fantastic.
Dude, Hugh Jackman is garbage.
No, he's great. He's Wolverine.
Well, hey, we're different,
He's-
but we're still friends.
Les Miserables.
It's okay.
Yeah, but he's an actual, he's creative. Les Miserables, he goes on tour singing, he's an actual he's a professional musician. He's a nice guy, he's generous, he played rugby, I like the guy.
That's the secret.
He's
That's how you know
he's Australian.
Australian.
I think he puts out pretty
Yep.
good movies.
Ryan
you
We
Reynolds.
know,
know where this is going.
X-Men's
He played
half,
rugby.
X-Men's half his stuff, I like Ryan Reynolds.
But you said musician.
Oh, fuck, I said Ryan Reynolds. Fuck Ryan Reynolds. I was trying to cover my tracks on. Alright, Ryan Reynolds isn't too bad.
All right, okay, I guess we'll
In
allow
small doses, Deadpool. I like Deadpool. that character works in Deadpool.
See, it worked. I just subtly
I
said.
didn't like Deadpool 2.
You didn't?
I thought that was
It was
poorly written. The ending,
pushed.
I hated. I hate anything where the ending is solved with time travel, right? Because remember they just did the time travel thing to fix what he did.
Oh, you mean so like in Back to the
And
Future
Cable-
when he goes
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
like
tries
Back
to
to the
fuck
Future.
his
The whole
mother.
point
you
of the
know?
movie, yeah.
Yeah, to change the past and then it does all this stuff and there's no. It was just the end. I didn't.
You probably didn't like Avengers Endgame
I would say,
either.
isn't that the
I kind of liked how they mocked it, and it wasn't the ending. It was the middle of the movie, and then there was still so much good stuff after that.
True.
Like they had really good circumstances. They played with the multiple dimensions. I thought they went into it way more in depth. It
I'd say it didn't go the
It
way I
felt
thought
more
it
like
would go.
a serious Rick and Morty to me than that part. I'm not saying the
Okay,
whole movie.
yeah.
I'm not saying the whole
Yeah, yeah.
movie, but definitely not the whole movie. But the kind of the creativity that those Russo brothers came up with for plotting, trying to figure out a plot that made sense to get everybody back. Like, all right, we erased everybody, half the universal population. All right, how do we do it? And they're just throwing darts at a board. And time travel, it's the only way.
Yeah.
Have we ever done that in the comics? And they went back, they talked to Kevin Smith, found out they had done time travel. And it works. And they figured it out.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Time travel could, I don't know.
All this because of Ryan Reynolds
Yeah, so you got them ready.
Versus Hugh Jackman.
versus Hugh Jackman.
And whatever they're doing on social media. I don't.
Who do you think would win in an actual fight between them?
Hugh Jackman.
Boys, is this like do they got time to train?
No, absolutely not.
No time to train,
No.
just what?
10 shots, go.
Well, now they're drinking?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if they're drinking.
That adds excitement,
Hugh
man.
I would take Hugh Jackman just because they're drunk,
Ah.
right? And he's a rugby player. I know how a seasoned
But I
rugby
want
player
Hugh
would
Jackman to
behave.
be drinking Ryan Reynolds liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a vodka.
You got to
next
make
to
him drink the stuff he hates.
Yeah, make him drink to stop the AIDS. He
You
puts
didn't-
out some interesting
You
content.
didn't see the
Is he
video
funny?
where he was like, this is, Ryan Reynolds. He just
No, it's gonna pop up in my algorithm. now.
dumping it out. So yeah,
It's
you're
gonna be in my
welcome.
algorithm now.
That's my recommendation. You'll see it.
All right. Well,
We had that.
we're kind of doing a whole group thing now. I mean, what do you say we check out the basement, call this an end, and just keep this going, and get off camera talking about our Ryan Reynolds versus Hugh Jackman. This has been On the Up with Kevin Hine. My guest has been Schaeffer Mueller. You're probably not going to see this by today, but he will be performing at Humpy's Wednesday night, December 18th, 2019. He'll be at Humpy's tonight. I'm going to put the word out on the internets. To the rugby people. I'm going to see if I can get some rugby people to it. I work tonight. I'm a night shift guy, so I won't be able to attend.
I got many more for you. I got
Exactly. Going to be performing at Matt Nuska. Is that finalized? Are you able to tell the people where they can find you?
Yeah, I'll be at Matt Nusko on the 27th and 28th of December. They got me for 2 nights because they like me down there for some reason.
Cool.
And then the
Which
downtown
location? That's a really good question.
Downtown Matt Nuska. And then I believe the 17th of, don't quote me on it. Sometime in January, I'll be back at Matt Nuska, probably downtown and Eagle River.
So they'll be able to find this on Matt Nuska's website, but is there something they can follow you on? Are you on the gram? Can they follow you out there to get your schedule?
Yeah, it's 2019. I'm definitely on the gram. So
Definitely on the gram. Doing it for the gram.
Yeah, throw a little tag in there. Schaeffer, it's an easy one to spell. So SCHAEFER _ Mueller is my Instagram, and I have a Facebook page on that now. I'm starting to try to get good with technology. Not good with it. That's why my YouTube's not really popping.
No, I've had great difficulty using YouTube, and I can imagine that there are possibly classes at universities now with
Based
a
on
curriculum
it.
based on how to operate YouTube.
Guaranteed.
I honestly think it's a future career for people.
I think there is. I think some of my buddies that were doing art.
They call it audio engineering or something, but yeah, I think YouTube's got to be part of the curriculum, and if it is, I will be taking a YouTube class because I don't know how to work this thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely not good at self-promoting or self-marketing, so I've got Instagram and Facebook. Nothing else.
You got to find someone that knows how to market and promote because
Definitely.
you're not going to go anywhere if you're not promoting.
Nope. Everything I've gotten has just been kind of word of mouth, which gets me through Anchorage.
It's
That's
getting
about
it's
it.
getting through Anchorage, and that's comfortable.
All the way out to Talkeetna. I'm touring Alaska now.
Yeah. So this has been On the Up. This is Kevin Hine, Schaeffer Mueller, and we're gonna go check out the weights in the garage. Matt, you can bring us out, man.
Bring it out. What do you want me to do? You want me to whistle something fancy?
Yeah.